I had a funny idea that you and I could talk drug testing bloopers.
Uh-huh.
But they didn't think that you would do it, and plus I don't know if they'll
What
let
do
me
you
do
mean?
it.
What would I not talk about? Are we rolling?
She
Oh,
might be doing
roll
bloopers.
tide.
I don't know what we're doing. But anyways, what would you like to talk about?
I'm cool with talking about drug testing. Drug testing is
there.
cool. A lot of random men have seen me pee, and I'm not even talking about drug testing yet.
What else are we going to talk about? What other topics?
Politics, religion.
Welcome to another episode of Journey to Gold Zone podcast. And we have a very special guest today, Craig Engels. And we are actually post-drug testing of the USATF 1 Mile Championship. So
Some would call it the gold zone.
we're going to start doing that. We're going to start calling it the Gold Zone
As
drug
in
testing.
For urine, not for the medals.
This is going to be fun. So my thought was, let's talk a few, drug testing bloopers. So do you have a favorite drug testing story? Everybody does.
Yeah, honestly, everyone's a little different when they drug test you. Usually you're supposed to make it so they can see everything to make sure you don't got any fake or bags or you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Maybe they don't know what I'm talking about, but you know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
And one time I think the first time I ever got drug tested, they made me pull up my shirt and everything. The next time I got drug tested, I pulled my pants down to my ankles and my shirt up to my chest. And the guy was like, whoa, you don't have to do all that. We're in a public bathroom or something. But he was pretty shook. And I was just staring at him while I peed in the cup. Absolute alpha move. That was a good time. And actually, last week, I just got drug tested in my RV for the first time.
Wow, that's a new one. That had to be new for that person.
It's tough. Well, we went into a building because
Okay.
You have to have running water, I guess. But
You do, yeah.
That was wild because I have to just put a street where I'm sleeping. And they were I was in San Diego. There was 50 other RVs. They're like, how do we know which one's yours?
You have to put your license plate number. That's awesome.
They're just knocking on homeless people's RVs and can you pee in a cup? They're like, oh God, not this again.
That is awesome. So how long have you been in the RV now?
I've been in the RV full time for 4 months, but
Okay.
I've had a few RVs in my career. I used to buy them, flip them, sell them. Now I'm in my favorite one ever, and I'm living in it.
You can't sell it, right?
Everything's for sale for the right price. You know.
All right.
Yeah, it's been so fun. Honestly, it's the absolute runner's dream. Every day I wake up and I'm like, all right, who's in this town that I can work out with? And if no one is, then I'm like, what trail run or what Strava segment can I steal? And if not that, then I'm like, I'm going to the beach.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how do you choose what city to go to next?
Honestly, whatever's going on. My RV was parked in Vegas the other week after this thing called the Speed Project.
Okay.
And my buddy was like, yo, I'm having a birthday party in LA. And so I was like, all right, sending it to LA for the week. We went out on a boat. And then when I was in LA, I couldn't get on any tracks. So I ended up just driving to San Diego.
Oh, wow.
And then hung with another friend there. That's when I got drug tested. And this winter, I was meeting people in Park City and Provo and Montana. Oh, it's been awesome. It's been so fun. I can't post everything on Instagram because I don't know if the big man upstairs would be happy, but it's been awesome.
I love it. Actually, I actually want to get an RV and go and see all the national parks. So, that's one of my life goals. So I'm loving it.
Come move in with me.
I mean, there might be a time in my life. Do you take dogs? Are dogs allowed?
Dogs allowed.
Okay,
yeah,
see,
I'm at dog-friendly Airbnb.
I have to have dogs.
Me too.
Okay.
I need a dog.
Do you have a dog? You don't have a
No.
dog? Okay.
Absolutely.
You know what you could do? You could go and foster or do, they do dog days out. So you could totally go and do a dog day out and have the dog just come spend the weekend in your RV.
Dude, that dog would then go back to the shelter and be like, that was the best 2 days of my life, and now I'm depressed.
Oh, wow.
But I've also thought about, if there's a city where dogs don't get adopted,
Yep.
I'll go just rock up and pick up 10 of them, bring them out to California where they get adopted in a day. I'll just be a dog shuttle.
Ooh, I like it. There's actually a best friends dog sanctuary in Moab, Utah that's amazing to train at, and it's a no-kill shelter. You could totally just take them there, yeah.
We'll get the dogs fit. Absolutely.
That would be awesome. You're like, wait, I got to keep this one. It's my training partner. Never mind. Have the others. You can have the 9 others. I got the training partner. Let's go.
I'll take the Australian Shepherd.
Nice. I had a Jack Russell that trained with me a lot, actually. That little 11-pound.
Really?
Oh, that
running like 50 miles a week with you.
seriously. And she could break. I mean, I think she broke like 4 minutes at one point because she was chasing the car, maybe. But
That's
you know,
awesome.
it was good.
Yeah, I think at some point in my career, I want to just do a bunch of fun challenges, like breaking 4 with blue jeans on and stuff. And one of them I want to do with a dog,
Oh, that'd be cool.
but it's got to be my dog.
Okay.
But some of us have commitment issues sitting on this couch, and it's not you.
Okay. What kind of commitment issues are we talking here? Are we talking like?
Let's get into it.
Okay, well, yeah, let's get into the commitment issues. I mean, you know, or do we
a
want
dog? A dog would be tough.
Okay, so we can't
And
start
a
with the dog.
girlfriend,
Okay, we
and,
can't start with the dog. We can't start with the girlfriend. So you want to go back to the drug testing stories?
Oh, commitment. We should let's have a therapy session.
Okay,
That's
I like it. No, okay, there's no judgment here because trust me, I don't think you cannot shock me with anything. I'm just
No, I think I could, but
Oh, no, you
we're all
can't.
good. We should.
No, you can't. I'm gonna. No, you can't. But
I miss Donovan Brazier a lot. I miss
Yep.
Eric Jenkins. He's one of the funniest guys I've ever met in my life. That was my teammates, basically. I don't miss Oregon.
yeah, I bet you don't.
No.
Could be a little dreary, a little dark. But who's coaching you now? Like, you find training partners everywhere that you kind of set up, but who's coaching you?
Ryan Van Hoy is my coach.
Oh, he's still coaching you. Great. Okay.
Yeah, that's
I
my
like
college coach from Ole Miss. He
Yep.
actually got a job at Cal Poly in
Okay.
California.
Yep.
Coached me there, and then I got a little restless.
You got restless.
Commitment issues, can't stay in one place too long. So, yeah, that's been super fun. Him coaching me remote is like absolutely ideal.
Yeah, that's good.
And like whenever I need a workout, I'll just be like, hey, dude, here's what I did the last week. I had a trail run. I got a race coming up, and he's got me tuned up.
Okay.
I took 4.5 months off this fall of completely off of running.
Wow. What did you do instead?
Nothing.
Really?
I worked on my house. I would work like 15 hours a day. I bought a tiny home, was fixing up my RV, and then fixing up a shed that I turned into an apartment. And
Okay.
so I don't know if that got me fit, but I
mean,
came back in January, and then
Wow. So do you think you just needed that, like, just everything reset? Brain, body, soul, everything?
everything.
Okay. Like it.
Yeah, it's been so nice. Just living in the RV, no commitments.
Like it. So are you a morning person or night person?
Yeah.
I like that. So where are these things that you worked on? So where did you set up shop with the tiny home and the shed? Like where are those?
Portland, Oregon is where I have a house, Beaverton, right next to Nike.
Okay.
And the front house is rented out, and in the backyard there was a shed that I lived in for a couple years.
Okay.
It's pretty dope. It only has wood-fired stove for heating.
Wow.
Yeah, so that was cool but tough.
Do you have running water at least?
Yeah, I put that in.
Okay, good.
I put running water in.
So do you chop the wood for this?
No, I paid for a cord of wood
Okay.
on Craigslist.
Of course you did.
Yeah, it was pretty sweet. But yeah, that's pretty cool. I went back there, and then I was going to start like a little Airbnb vibe back there. I was going to get a hot tub, had a tiny home, my shed. And then my girlfriend and I ended up breaking up. And she's like, I moved up here for you.
Oops.
I'm staying. And I was like, well, I got an RV. I can just get going. So she stayed in my house for a little bit, and I had to leave. And then
That's nice of you.
she ended up moving out. So whenever I want to, I can go back. But I've been having so much fun.
Well, you just said, though, Portland's not your favorite. So would you go back?
I would go back just to start this Airbnb because I put
Okay.
so many hours into it.
Okay.
Like I fixed up a sweet tiny home.
So where did you learn to be so handy?
YouTube. Seriously, dude, it's so nice.
That's
for learning.
awesome.
I think
Okay.
I've learned more on YouTube. I got premium, which is ad free. It's so sick. I'm not sponsored, but I wish I was. And now I just whenever I need to learn something, someone's posted about it. Like if you have I had a 1990 truck that I needed to change a starter for, and someone had posted it.
Okay, that's amazing.
I'm like, dude, who's this nice guy that's wearing like a hat camera with 3 subscribers that did this? It's been fun. But I would move back there to start the business,
Yep.
get it going, make sure everything is safe and doesn't catch on fire, because I ran the electrical, which is probably not up to code, if we have to say. Yeah, I don't know.
Okay. I like it.
Yep. What about you? What are you up to? Where are you at? You were coaching Atlanta Track Club, right?
Yep. So I went from Nike Oregon Project I coached at UConn, then I coached Atlanta Track Club, and now I work at USATF, and I'm the director of long distance running programs.
Nice.
I know.
You like it?
I do like it. I like it a lot. I still get to be involved with the athletes, but I also can be a little bit detached, so it's nice. I like coaching. My husband loves coaching. I like coaching. But I can still be involved. And so my husband and I are celebrating next month 30 years being together. And I told him that maybe to go 30 more years, we shouldn't coach together anymore.
Fair, dude.
So,
fair
yeah.
enough.
But
30 years.
I know, 30 years. See? I mean,
congratulations.
Yeah, no.
What are you guys doing?
We are actually going to go to Europe this summer. I haven't taken that time off yet.
Well, where in Europe?
We're going to go probably to Amsterdam, Rotterdam, Belgium, because I went there this summer after Paris and absolutely loved it.
Yeah.
Plus they have gluten-free waffles, and I was like, yes. I was like, yes. All right, so what's your favorite travel? Where's your favorite world travel? Like, I know you're going around the U.S., but worldwide, what's your favorite? I know you've been all over.
Dude, my friends want to do a Stans trip. Afghanistan, Pakistan,
No way.
Kazakhstan,
Okay.
Turkmenistan. Dude,
How many are there?
Can't even list them. Don't even know.
Okay. So is this going to be like post I'm done retirement trip? Or
No.
Oh wow.
No.
Okay.
Just living, dude. We want to rent like mopeds and just rip around Pakistan.
Wow. Okay.
Afghanistan's probably a little dicey. I don't know. I just know what big media says, you know.
Okay.
So that is on it's high up on the list.
Okay.
And then I have another friend who wants to bike the perimeter of Iceland, 500
cool.
miles.
Okay, that's cool.
I would love to go to Vietnam and do some mopeds.
Okay.
I have a couple friends who'd love to. Not me. I'll be there. I'll support my boys, but.
All right, so you're talking about doing a guy's trip, a Stan's trip.
Lads.
All right, lad Stan's trip. So, but where is the favorite place you've either traveled or you've raced?
Probably my favorite race is Monaco, but it was during COVID. Like the year I got hot and running, COVID hit. So I didn't even get to do anything.
Aw.
I mean, I don't feel bad for me. I feel bad for the people that passed, but I was chilling, you know. The favorite place I've been to is probably Hawaii in the world.
Ooh, did you do the road mile?
I've done the road mile. Oh, Hawaii's so sick.
Yeah.
Croatia was really cool.
Oh, cool.
But I promise you, it's all about the people you go with, and not to be cliche. But the people I've had some boys trips that have been so fun, like Portugal. And then I've had some trips in Europe where I've been with friends that just want to drink. And I'm like, I didn't have as much fun with those. I want to do adventure, and then you earn a good meal or a good drink after.
Okay.
But, yeah, I've had some wild trips with the boys. There's still more to come.
No, I do not doubt that. All right, so how many people go on these trips together? Because Wallace, who's usually my co-partner in these
Spearman.
things. Yes, Wallace Spearman.
Legend.
So him and I are usually
We've had
the
some
ones.
good nights together.
Oh, have you?
Oh, yeah.
So do you know his rule is you never go out with more than 4 people? Because if you go out with more than 4 people, you either can't do all the things that you want or trouble follows you. So how many people go on these trips that you go on?
I've broken his rule my entire life.
Okay. I was like, because he has this theory and this thing in life about, only 4. So how many go on these trips?
The funnest one I can think of, most fun one I can think of is Portugal.
Okay.
There was 5 dudes. Actually, it was I got injured right before USA's. And I was like, where's the cheapest flight from Portland? And it was Portugal. It was Lisbon. Ended up making it to Lisbon, texted my friends that were on the fence of going. And I'm like, if you do end up coming, you need to do this. And so that day I booked a flight to Lisbon, flew there. My friend that lives in London flew there. The next day my friends from Portland were like, screw it, dude, I'm coming. And so ended up being me and my buddy for a couple of days, and then me and 4 buddies. And we rented the smallest car, like a Fiat, and drove all around Lisbon, or Portugal.
With 5 guys?
With 5 guys in a
okay.
tiny Fiat. There was stick shift, and only 1.5 of us knew how to drive stick. And I put it under my name, and I barely know. So I had to I had to drive it out of the airport, and then I was like, all right, bro, you're driving the rest of the time. And we had 5 of our backpacks, 5 of us in this car, and every day at 4 p.m. we're like, where are we sleeping? We'd
Okay.
just get on Airbnb or Priceline and be like, here's the option. And we're like, all right, tonight's my night. So it was so much fun.
It does sound like fun. That sounds like
Got up to some trouble. So we
A
broke
little bit.
Wallace's rule.
Okay.
We had 5 of us.
Okay. Well, you know what? I'll tell him that fits.
But the best times
But
I
you
had,
didn't get arrested. You're still you didn't you let. Oh.
I'm just kidding. Not that trip. No
Wait,
one knows.
not that trip. Have you been arrested in a foreign country?
Not yet. There's
Oh.
still time. The stands seem like a good spot.
Yeah. Maybe.
Might be calling some favors at the embassy.
Do you look into the cultural rules before you go to these countries? Just maybe might be a good idea.
No.
Okay.
No.
Just
But I just
wing it.
figured they're like, oh, classic Americans, which sometimes works to your favor and sometimes doesn't. France, they don't like Americans.
They were actually really great in Paris.
Paris isn't France, apparently.
I was seriously blown away. I was expecting they were so nice, friendly. The cops even helped us move our bags. Like, it was amazing.
Well, you're a nice American. We are belligerent Americans, my friends and I. We went to Paris to watch Carissa Schweizer race.
Oh, yeah.
And her boyfriend's one of my best friends. And one of the days we rented e-bikes and we saw who could bike around the Arc de Triomphe the fastest. And Kellen ended up winning, and we had a bottle of champagne for him, and we were popping bottles at the Arc, and cops with guns came over and were like, you cannot do this. And we were like, all right, and we moved a block down the road and celebrated.
Nice. I'm sure. Did that make it on Instagram? Can we go look at that up?
It is on someone's,
Okay,
yeah.
all right.
I actually lost the bike race, and I was a little disappointed in myself.
Wow. That doesn't bode well for the 500 miles around.
No.
Okay. Got it.
No.
How far what's the farthest you've biked?
300.
Oh, that's not bad. Okay.
Yeah,
you're good.
on a mountain bike towing a dog. My
Wait,
ex
when did you have
and
a dog?
My ex had a dog. Rest in peace to that. It didn't die, but it's not mine anymore. It was the coolest dog. It was like an 11-pound Australian Shepherd that was deaf.
Oh, whoa.
But it was the most athletic dog, and it's like a very ornery dog. So we couldn't have anyone watch it, so we had to bring it on the bike trip with us. We bought a Burley dog trailer
Love it.
and towed it the whole way. But the way the winds work in California is they go north to south. So we biked into the wind for 300 miles.
You didn't think that through?
No.
Okay.
And then took the train back down. We should have taken the train up and biked from San Fran back to Slow,
Exactly.
which San Luis Obispo. But we also, on this bike trip, had planned on just taking Highway 1,
Okay.
which is like Pacific Coast Highway.
Yep.
But 2 years ago, there was this landslide in Big Sur.
Oh, yeah.
And we're like, we planned the trip like 6 months before planned. We just said we're going to do it. And it came around to the time they hadn't cleared the freaking thing.
Oh.
So we were like, oh, we'll just push the bikes across the landslide. We'll get to the landslide and push them across.
Oh,
You know?
sure. They're going to. Okay, yeah. There's not going to be fences.
There wasn't.
Are you serious?
And so a couple days before we left for this trip, this dude ends up trying to do what we did.
Okay.
Fell down the landslide with his bike, had to be airlifted out, and got arrested. And we were like, thank goodness he did that first. I hope he's okay.
You would have been the first.
And we would have been towing a dog. Obviously, we would have been screwed.
Oh, that would have been sad.
Oh, it would have been horrible. Dog would have been okay. She was more athletic than anyone.
You have lived some fun adventures.
Yeah, hopefully more to come.
I know.
Hopefully more to
Wow,
come.
That's exciting. So, more to come.
Sorry, I've been rambling.
No, I love it. It's great. We're having a good time.
Yeah.
So, more to come. How much longer are you going to keep running?
Probably the rest of my life.
Love it.
But racing. Oh, man. Up to these guys.
Okay. I like it.
Yeah, I don't know. I've had a lot more fun this year.
Good.
Last year and the year before, it was like so much pressure on myself because I'd gotten 4th in the Olympic trials twice, and I was just like, this is my time. And meanwhile, the 3 guys in front of me went like 1, 2, 3 at the Olympics or something. I don't even know.
It was a little nuts.
And I'm like, okay, a little consolation for not making the team, but I don't know, man.
So, this is, road mile, fun stuff. Have you ever thought about moving up on the roads?
No.
I mean,
thanks for asking. That's super nice.
The
of you.
director of long distance running programs is asking you if I will get to see you on the roads later.
Oh, that's crazy. No,
yeah.
No. No,
So
I don't
why
know.
not? Are you like? Is it just like I can't commit to running that far?
Commitment,
It's the commitment thing. All right.
No, I could commit to running for, like, I'd love to do a 100-miler.
Okay, so what's your longest long run?
17 miles.
Okay, so see, you're there. You're past the half marathon.
True. I get the sticker.
Yeah.
You get the bumper sticker.
You want the sticker. So you could totally do a 10K.
No. God. No.
How about May 3rd, bring the RV to Indy and run the 5K with us?
No. I would, I honestly, during the race today, started thinking, like, man, this is so boring. Like,
wow.
A quarter mile in, I was like, how much longer do we got? So I can't even imagine a 10K.
Okay. All right, I'll give you that.
I obviously have ADHD, but then I love the trails.
Okay.
So I would really like to do some cool stuff there.
You know, we send the Mutt team all over the world.
Mountain
Ultra Trail.
Oh.
They're going to Spain.
You're talking about like Spartan races?
No, that we are sending the mountain team to Spain in September. We have mountain championships. We have 100-mile championships, 50K, 50-mile. So you could.
They just ran the 100K.
They did.
Yeah.
And they ran the 50-mile road.
Uh-huh.
And so we're sending 48 athletes in September
cool.
to. So it's, hey, if you like the trails, that could be your next thing.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. It's a little bit more deep to me. I'm just like, what the heck is the point? Like, one day I could tell my kid I was like a good 10K street runner. No offense to the people that are those, but like, what really?
All right.
I'm so sorry. I'm undermining your job.
It's okay. You know.
For me.
Yes, for you.
Personally.
Okay.
You just
can't do it.
Yeah.
Even if I laid a challenge out there.
Oh, I thought you were about to say check. I was like, all right.
Okay, but actually, do you know that the road athletes make way more money than the track athletes?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Yeah. I think it's Sharon Loketti who just won the Boston Marathon.
Yes.
Just doubled everyone's salary in the track and field world.
Exactly.
But yeah, I just honestly, I don't need that much money. I live in a freaking RV, dude. I need like enough to. I don't even know. I don't even know what I pay for. I pay for diesel every once in a while, some propane.
So I'm not going to convince you to move up to the roads. Okay. All right. That's all right.
It is cool. I respect the guys that do it. You guys are awesome. It's just not for me.
Okay.
I'm sorry I've been selfish during this portion of the interview.
Nope, it's totally fine. You were the first one I have not convinced to move up during an interview, but that's totally fine.
I think it's kind of like the corporate ladder to me where everyone is like, okay, I go from college running to track pro to roads.
Yep.
Yeah, and then I'm just like, dude.
And then you work for and then you work for USATF.
Yeah. Or coach. Yeah.
Or Nike or something like that.
Just I'm gonna skip all those and just be the CEO.
Okay. Of what?
Amazon.
I mean, you're already driving the RV. You're already
wrap my RV with Amazon Prime. I'm
Nice.
just kidding. No, I don't want to work for anyone.
I think that's actually a really good goal.
Yeah, that is a good goal.
I think it's a great goal.
Yeah.
So what else? So what you want? Any shout outs? You want? What's your Instagram handle? What do you want people to follow?
My mom and dad have an Instagram that you could follow if you want. They got their other one hacked, so I don't really know what the new one is. I think it's like Biscayne309.
Okay.
It used to be Todd Don. They shared one. Legends. Good Instagram. Yeah, shout out mom and dad.
Okay.
And
what's your Instagram?
That doesn't matter. You don't need to follow me. Follow the young kids that need followers. I don't know what I post some random stuff.
Okay.
If you did want to follow.
So what's next for you? What's after this?
Live day to day.
What's the next race then?
I was actually supposed to. I was thinking about doing a workout, but instead I worked out my mouth.
Oh man, I'm sorry, but I'm glad you joined us though.
Me too.
Okay, so next race that we can follow you at is you don't know yet?
Saturday.
Okay, all right, Saturday.
Yeah,
I like
Saturday.
It.
I'm racing it. I don't know when this will be announced. It's probably not going to be edited by the time.
But you're going to race another race at Drake.
Another race at Drake.
Okay.
And then got nothing on the schedule, but I am going. My RV's parked in Phoenix.
Okay.
So I'll fly to Phoenix.
Mm-hmm.
And Donovan Brazier is coming back.
What?
The legend.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm going to train with him in Flagstaff for a month.
Okay.
And got nothing planned after that.
All right. I like it.
Yeah. I'd love to meet a girl somewhere along the way. I've met a girl, and we'll see how that goes.
Okay.
But
You need a free spirit that wants to travel.
She also lived in her van. This girl I
Okay,
met.
that's perfect.
When we met, we were rock climbing in Flagstaff.
Oh, I like that.
Non-runner.
Okay. All right,
Really
that's good.
cool girl.
Okay, I like it.
Shout out. That's who I need to shout out.
Oh, shout out that. There you go.
I want kids. I want kids.
Oh,
soon.
okay.
Yeah.
Kids that live in the RV?
Yes.
Okay.
I actually looked into how much it was to pay a surrogate.
Okay.
A little over my pay grade.
To be a single dad with this?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. Okay, I like it.
Mm-hmm. So then I guess the next option is adopting.
Yep.
Which would be cool, but I don't know how they do with single dads at the adoption center.
I mean, you see all the ads all the time on TV about how there's a lot of kids in foster care. So, hey, you know what? I am sure that the right state...
Yeah, Mississippi. Come on.
The right state will have the best rules. How about that?
True.
Okay.
Yeah. I like really want kids. I'd have to upgrade my RV to a bigger RV.
Probably. Like bunk beds or something. I don't know. Yeah. Okay. I like it.
My sister just had a baby.
Oh, so it kind of put you in the...
Uh-huh.
Okay. The nieces and nephews are amazing.
So cool.
They're awesome. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have kids of my own, but nieces and nephews, perfect.
Yeah. I think maybe that's my dream job, is a stay-at-home dad.
Ooh, all right.
But with my own business. Like, I still like working.
I could see you being a little bored not having a job.
Yeah.
But your kids will have an amazing adventure every day.
Dude, teach them how to build. Teach
Yeah.
them, teach them Spanish that I don't even know.
We-
Maybe Japanese too.
You said you can learn anything on YouTube, so
Yeah.
I mean, let's go there.
Mm-hmm. Teach them how to replace the car's engine so that if when my RV breaks down, I might get under there.
With a good jack, you know, just the safety first. Come on. Oh,
How long have we been talking?
I'm not sure, but it has been fun.
Yeah.
All right, Craig, thank you so much for joining
No,
us.
thank you.
And this was fun, and I had a great time.
We have a lot more to talk about one day.
Yes, we will do this again.
I'd love to hear more about you. I'm sorry I just
Oh,
rambled.
this is all about you. This is yours.
Actually, it's kind of nice.
I am old enough that we're good.
You know what? I'm the old man in this field now.
Oh, that's hard, right?
Me, Josh Thompson, and Vince were the old men. And we went 1, 3, 4.
I know, because sometimes age has the benefits.
That's right.
Well, all right, well, thanks so much.
Thank you.
Thanks.